Hey guys, thank you so much for being here today. So I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Trisha Paytas. Um, I'm hoping my accent is not messing up her last name, but we're going to be doing a reading on Trisha Paytas. I'm a little scared because I don't exactly know what to expect. She's a little bit like all over the place. Anyway, I'm sorry, I was replying to a message. Anyway, let's get into it. Trisha. Okay, she doesn't have like a brand new. She doesn't have. Okay, she only has her backup page on Instagram. So whatever, we'll just use her backup page pictures. I'm not necessarily getting anything like super weird or super bad around Trisha. Surprisingly, I know she's been in like a lot of drama. What I'm getting is somebody who's kind of like hopeless. That word is coming through, but she also likes to have a hierarchy. She likes to be on top of things. She definitely likes to be in control of business and her brand. She could be like a little snarky, and she will like she gets on a power high sometimes, and I feel like that's another reason she can be like she'll try and sabotage other people's careers. Like it gives her some type of power high. There's a lot of masculine energy, but it's almost like there's also female. She may be one of those people that are like dual souled. If you guys know about that, I think in like Western culture they would call it something else, like maybe like I'm not sure what they would call it here. Like in like ancient cultures, like in Peru, and they would call these people like dual souled. They have two souls in one body. I'm getting that kind of energy from her. There's a very masculine energy in her. Like it's kind of like an alter ego almost, but there's also like a feminine energy that's softer. And she definitely has both of these. I'm not sure if she's a Cancer. I don't know why I'm getting Cancer energy around her. Yeah, I definitely feel like this male energy takes over her in certain posts. Like, oh my gosh, this is so strange. My grandmother is dual souled, so that's how I know like how it appears. But she definitely has like the soul of a boy and also the soul of a girl. So that's really strange. I don't think I've seen that in a reading, if anything, not recently that I've done on here. But like, there's so many times where this boy like takes over her like psyche, and I know what a lot of people are thinking. You guys may think, oh, maybe she's like possessed, or maybe because so many people in Hollywood are. I kind of feel like this is just a part of her like alter ego. Like this is what it's like to be dual souled. Um, I have a feeling this spirit, like this boy energy, has followed her whole life. To the point where it's kind of just integrated into her. Ooh, she's like out to get a lot of people. This is the picture I'm using, and this is okay. This is February 8th. There is something about coming after people. She's like out to get people. It's very like malicious, this energy. There's like some darker energy around her, but it doesn't appear in every. It's not always there. It comes out when it wants to come out. You know. I think that's why it's easy for her to maintain an image of like honesty, because there is a part of her that's very honest, very sincere, and like very soft. But there's also, like I said, with the dual soul, there's also a spirit in her that's very malicious. So, okay. I also feel like there's some mental, like, mental issues with her. Like, I feel like I don't want to say she might have been on drugs, like, earlier on, but there's just, like, some imbalances in her mental state. I don't necessarily know too much about Trisha Paytas, guys. You guys can comment below. I do feel like this man, like, this male spirit has kind of, like, for the most part taken over her, especially when she's doing media and especially when she's, like, in front of the camera. I would say she's a Gemini, but, like, I feel like there's just Cancer energy around her. They're showing me her as, like, an older woman, very much struggling with her mental health. Like, they may put her in some type of facility, like, I don't know if they would, I'm not sure, is that called, like, a rehab center? Not necessarily for drugs, but just, like, for her mental health. Like, I feel like she may go off the deep end. She may get into a fight with somebody, like, this could be her husband or something, where they put her, like, I don't want to say, like, put her away, but this fight, it's gonna be really bad. Like, I'm seeing, like, her throwing things, and her husband may make the decision to like, get her some help, because I do feel like she has, like, a crazy side, and, like, sometimes these fights are not gonna, these fights are gonna be too much to handle for him. And from reading the boyfriend, her husband, I think it's her husband, I feel like he is not exactly a softer soul. He's a strong spirit, but I don't think he's gonna, like, necessarily be able to handle her, like, when she gets into these, like, moods of her own. She is the type of person, she won't maybe not want to admit it, but she likes to be alone. Like, she doesn't like having other people around her all the time. She definitely, like, likes to do her own thing, and I feel like it's gonna get kind of annoying having him around, like, all the time. For some reason, I just feel like there's something here with this guy that's, like, sometimes she just needs him out, and I think that's where a lot of this frustration is gonna come from between her and her husband. He's actually not a bad guy. He's a pretty nice guy. But he hasn't, like, seen her, like, in her full, like, he doesn't know her as well as he thinks he does. And I do see that he is going to try and help her even into, like, when they're older. Like, I feel like she may have some mental health issues even, like, maybe 20, 30 years from now, and I feel like he's going to be around to help her. I'm not necessarily going to promise that they're going to be married forever, but I feel like in her later years she's going to be going through these facilities, or I don't know, I just see that there's going to be something wrong where she needs to spend time in and out of these places. It could be a hospital, but I'm more so seeing this as, like, mental health stuff. You guys seen that movie Jane Eyre? I think it was Jane Eyre, where, like, the guy marries, like, that crazy woman and she lives upstairs in the attic or something. And I'm not throwing shade at Trisha. I really don't know her, but and I don't necessarily feel like she's lying about everything. I think a lot of the stuff she's saying, I mean, I do feel like she would lie and exaggerate the truth to put herself in a better position or make herself more powerful amongst these people, but I don't necessarily feel like everything she's saying is a lie. But she does come up with, like, weird scenarios in her head that are not exactly true. This is a part of the mental health thing I'm telling you guys about. And I'm not going to confirm that this male figure is somebody good. This could have just been an entity that attached themselves to her, but this entity would have stayed on her for so long that it would have merged and integrated with her. if you guys know what I'm saying. Comment below if you guys have any experience with dual soul people. Um, I feel like I'm not the best person to explain this, but if you're like a doctor or something. And a lot of people in Hollywood have very bad spirit attachments, you know? Uh, what I see for Trisha Paytas in the near future is mental breakdown, her husband desperately trying to get her help, and I don't know, I just feel like she's gonna kind of get angry at him for something, like for trying to help her. Yeah, but this may all be behind the scenes. He's a good man. He's gonna stick by her and try and help her with whatever she needs help with. Um, but I do feel like some lies that she's told, like some truths that she's exaggerated, are going to come out to the light when things publicly, when people publicly know that like mentally she's not doing that well. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you guys want a reading of your own, you guys can go book on the website, or you guys can Instagram DM me for audio recorded readings. The fastest way to get to me is Instagram DM. And all other inquiries, DM me on Instagram, or you can message me on my email. All right, guys, bye.